Welcome to another episode on my driving robot of fischertechnik Discovery, based on the TXT controller with embedded Linux. Last time I did a first test with oscilloscope probes hanging down from a crane or portal. This turned out to be quite successful, although the results were not always as I expected. At one time quite some diversion, with a diversion from a straight line going that way, sometimes going that way, and depending on the firmware version, some good results or some better results. Since I still have not really a good idea where it comes from, I have decided to somehow against my nature install ROBOPro. This is the graphical programming language that is delivered with fischertechnik, and you can do this programming and uploading or remote. I'm going to do remote, and there are quite a few options. If you have seen videos with my TXT controller before, then you have seen it earlier, and this also means that I will try to translate my programs that I've written on here into ROBOPro, because I just want them to be the same. First of all though, see if everything works. And right now that is not going very good, because it won't even power up, and it is a fresh battery, so this is not a good start. Let me replace the battery and see whatever happens then. This is also a freshly charged battery, or should be anyway. So let's see how this works out. That is better. So that makes me wonder about the quality of this particular battery pack. Number 4 out of 4. So that's not a good start. I'm into the ROBOPro firmware, so that means that here you will see come as a detection of the firmware. See, now it comes. Well, not the firmware, but of the controller, since the default firmware comes with DHCP DHCP server actually. Also means that I have to remove this line, and then this, why this is I don't know, I'll come to that later. Alright, then checking out oh, that's not, I wondered, it's gone offline again. That's quick, and I did load them. Yeah, you see the signals being sent out of the controller when booting, and it is offline again. So this means that the battery packs are too low in voltage to maintain a nice to power it up. So I have to recharge the batteries, unfortunately. Alright, well, without batteries or a battery, I have to rely on a C adapter, and I certainly hope that will power up and stay power up. If not, there is something definitely wrong with the controller. And so far so good. This means that I will momentarily expect this to detect the new DHCP server being online. It's not yet. And that is slowly but surely, I hope. Right, is it online? It is online. Then, because I'm dealing with the original firmware now, yes, I've emptied this one, so no error now, and I'm in, and I want to go in here as well, just to make sure that I have two. Terminals to use, and this one is then for code. This one is to run the software. So let's see whatever happens. Well, a nice pulse on the motors. And it is clearly detecting the crane. I didn't expect anything else. Maybe it's an idea to move the crane a bit sideways. Alright, let me try to do that. Alright, moved the crane sideways. Let's do it again. And I don't want to see that. And there it goes, diverting and all. So it's now nearly touching. Oh, this is interesting. Let me relax the cables a bit. This is quite interesting. It approaches the crane now unintentionally, at least as far as I'm concerned, very, very closely. There's not even a centimeter between the base of the crane and the sonar. Not even a centimeter. So that is quite weird. And in the meantime, what has happened now? One of the contacts is gone loose, and that is the signal coming back from the from one of the motors. So this is something I did not expect to happen. All right. All probes attached for now. So let's see what happens now. Hopefully no diversion, but who knows. Alright, there goes. Once again, a diversion, though not as strong. Alright, it keeps diverting. Now I'm going to change to the community firmware. Once again, this probe has gone. This is not very nice. So with this result, I'm log off here and log off here. Push in the card. Does this go nicely? And if so, how nicely? Well, it boots. Yes, I'm in. Well, not really in, but then no, this should be it. Yes. Alright, now I'll leave this empty for now. I just want to run and see whatever happens. And keeping in mind also, oh, that's much faster. And I hear continuous sounds. Well, that was very clearly, but also no way that it is running in a straight line. Absolutely no straight line. Connection aborted. Once again. And once again no straight line. I hear everything, I see everything, and yeah, well, why this is positive up high, I I have no idea. Oh, by the way, I see that this one is on 2 volts. That should not be. So let me select and set it to 5 volts like the others. Anyway, it is time to do something with ROBOPro, and since the community version now gives some of the better results at this moment, I think I should use this program. So I'm going to log in right here. And this is the code. The camera action part I will leave out for now. It has no use. Although in ROBOPro I can use it, and I forgot to mention, ROBOPro is running using Wine, so the Windows emulator. Without it I can't use ROBOPro. But if you've seen my videos before using ROBOPro, you know that already. And I'm very curious how things will work out. And a last check on the code. So these two are in their own block. Here, three in the block, but right now I don't mind. And anything here that really needs to be changed? Not really. Yeah, also not really. Everywhere there's 2 in the block. And then I'm of course referring to a block sync data begin and sync data end. So let me get started with a translation, or in official terms, a port to ROBOPro. I am trying to get this line into a graphical way. This line consists of several statements. First of all, it's a while loop. While a condition is 0, then a contact, state of a contact, state of this contact, state of this contact, and not a state but a distance of the sonar has to be smaller than 10. Well, apart from that, some logic, and this is digital or programming logic, which means or. In digital logic there are 2 kinds of or, inclusive and exclusive. Inclusive means either one or the other or both. Exclusive is either one or the other but not both, or not either of them. So when I try to put this into graphical stuff in ROBOPro, there are several options. These are the choices. and that means that you can compare something to a value 0, which you can change to value 1, and you can compare one variable with another. Well, I obviously do not need this one, as I compare here the state with 0 and this state with 0 and this state with 10. So this is contact 1, this is contact 2, and this is actually the sonar, which is connected to digital input 8, but digital input 8 has been changed by me to ultrasonic input mode. This type sensor is distance. So then this indeed has to be 0. This has to be 10, obviously, like here. And I want to compare. What do I want to compare? Well, this, if this is 0, if this is 1, or 0 as well. But there's an OR here, an OR statement. Well, this is an OR statement as well. So, since I can't compare, since I can't OR any all three at the same time, I have to use two of them. And I think, alright, let me do that. This seems well enough, but is it? So I remove this one, and it appears to be not connected. So I remove this one, start over. Let's do it nice and clean. So where is the connection point? It does not connect. You cannot connect to this pin. So how do I connect this? And I have two more to connect. No, three more, because this one has to connect to here. This one has to connect to here. And this one has to connect, or this one or other, because it's smaller than, has to connect to here. So how do I do that? If possible. And this is why I like line coding much better. So while this is visually nice, and yes, you can program in it and you can do very nice things with it. I've shown that in other videos as well. You can do nice things. But when it comes to quickly writing stuff, I prefer this. But let's not give up and see how I can do it. But the way that you have to use more blocks for the same, yeah. I have finally managed to put together some kind of program, of which I don't even yet know if it will work. And right now it says, alright, I have here some kind of inputs comparable, where I say, alright, data input for command value. The reason for this is that I want to change a blue signal to a yellow signal, because blue can't connect to yellow and yellow can't connect to blue unless there's some kind of a yellow input or output. Same thing here. Then yellow to yellow for the OR. Then here this has of course to be smaller than 10, like here. Same thing. And then to the OR. Here again from yellow to blue. I hope these will do what they should do. Then finally one motor. Well, here the one motor says alright, speed is 256 and distance set is synchronized between the motors 2500. So that's exactly what I've done here. Motor 1, synchronous distance with motor 2, and I am not sure if that should be counterclockwise or clockwise, either one of them. Speed is 8, well it says maximum is 8, and here it is 256. Now maximum can be 500, so let me play safe and make this 4. And then I might at least half, and 2500 is 2500. This, by the way, 32,767 is the maximum integer number on 32 bits machine. And this program is running on 34, now on a 32 bits idea. So despite this computer being a 64 bits machine, it's still running this in a 32 bits mode. The other way around is not possible. You cannot run a 64-bit program on a 32 bits machine. That is impossible. Anyway, with this said, let me save this change. Discovery FTC. And let's see if something happens. I'm very curious. So I'll just say start program in online mode, and we'll see whatever happens. Let me put it like this, so we can see something. Go. The larger than of comparison is not connected. Oh, nice. Should have expected that, but so this goes to 0. What should it go to? Outputs. Nope. Operators. No. If it is larger than 0, what to do? Well, then I think I should do it like this. And this one actually the same way. Then I will get an error with this one as well. Yes. Really? Okay, so I need to think that over. Right, no, that is not possible. and then this one will be the same. This one will no doubt be exactly the same. This one too. And so will this one be. And this one. Now let's see whatever happens. The program element is not connecting to a path. Oh, that's a nice one. No, that is correct. It just needs input. I don't need a path, I need input. So then I will do the same here. Alright, see whatever happens now. Okay, my idea doesn't work, unfortunately. So I am not able to yet to put this into work, and everything needs to be connected to something. And which is much more complicated, graphically speaking, than this one. Because here, if I put things larger or equal to, doesn't need to, just one comparison. Alright, next what? I will end this lengthy episode with a floor test, and this time only one block, one battery pack in front of it, and let's see whatever happens. And first I'll do that with the community firmware. And just prior to this, without recording it, yeah, this is not what I intend to see, what I want to see. And just for the record, this is a freshly charged battery. So I have no idea what is going on, but I don't like this at all. It's not doing a thing anymore. So in comes another AC adapter, if possible, because this is obviously not going to work. Let's see if that is long enough. No, I don't think so. And things always go not, well, mostly go not the way you expect it to go. Now I'm almost ready. There you go. So expect the unexpected. And the problem is, it is a very good custom that you properly shut the controller off when on cumulative firmware. So right now it's a grey screen. Trying to power it off. Which is not working. So maybe, just maybe, I can show something what I want to show, and if not, I end with a big oops or oh shit, whatever. And of course I have to relog in because the controller was powered off. That's it. Running again from this position. Well, that's it. No flying colors. So now I'm shutting it down properly. I remove the SD card, power it on, and then see whatever happens. It goes into grey screen. Okay, never mind. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, then please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and like the video. Follow me on Twitter, retweet and like. Follow me on Instagram and like. Please donate so I can keep making the videos and let them come your way. For more information, please see my website, and this is obviously going to be continued.